Hello everybody, welcome to a new reading vlog. I think this time, well, first of all, thank you so much for watching the first one and enjoying it. For those of you who watched, I'll put like a little link up here. But first, my name is Mel. I'm the owner and dyer of a little hand-dyed yarn shop here in Kyoto, Japan. Well, it's not really, it's a online yarn shop. There's no brick and mortar, but first of all, thank you so much for watching the previous reading vlog. I really enjoyed making it, so I'm making a new one. And then so yeah, I think this time I'm gonna also include some knitting stuff, obviously, because if you're here you probably like to knit or other fiber related activities, so I'm just gonna go ahead and also include that in this video as well. Today I just closed the spooky summer pre-order, so for those of you who supported and have ordered or sent me well wishes, thank you so much for your support. You make this all possible, obviously, so thank you so much. And today I am busy in the studio dyeing up the Anime Mini Club Q1 pre-order, so that'll be going out at the end of this month. So I'm busy dyeing those up, and those will all start to get packaged and sent out very shortly. But for this week, let's see, I'm hoping to get through a few books this week. I'm hoping to get through one ebook and one new physical book. And I haven't started an audiobook quite yet, so I don't know. We'll see. I think I'll probably get through one audiobook this week as well. But I'll tell you all about it as the week progresses. But right now I'm currently reading the sequel to the Clockwork Boys, so by T. Kingfisher. That's the Clocktar duology, I believe. I think this one's called The Wonder Engine. I'm like halfway through. I'm kind of slowing down my pace. It's kind of gotten a little bit, not stale, but it's kind of started hitting like a bit of a little, whatchamacallit, like not a lot has been happening quite at the moment where I am in the book. So I do want to finish that book though, because it is a duology. So once I'm finished with this one, I'll be done with the two books. And then I'm also currently reading a new to me Agatha Christie. I'm reading, I forgot the title. It's the one where they're in Egypt and there's like a movie about it and stuff, but I haven't read the book, so I'm just gonna read the book. It's a quite popular one of her Hercule Poirot series, so I'm sure you've heard of it. And I just kind of picked up the book from my local bookstore the other day because it isn't available where I usually get it online, and I was able to find the physical copy, which is great. So that's kind of like my current commute reading. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. I'll probably check back in tonight, let you know how things have been going, but I'm gonna get back to dyeing some yarn, so I'll see you later. It's been a couple, no, I think I talked to you day before yesterday. Yesterday was super busy, but I was able to eat some yummy udon for lunch, so that was good. But yesterday was pretty packed. No pun intended, because I was packing orders. So I was packing all orders all day yesterday. So a lot of the anime mini club orders should be heading out soon if you have ordered one of those. And so today I was able to like get a bunch of packing done yesterday, so I'm able to just chill out this morning. Tim made me some coffee. Thank you, Tim. So I thought I would give you a quick little update on what's been going on knitting and reading wise, which is not a lot because, again, I've been super busy, and when I come home, I've been having to do computer work. So yeah, that's just life right now, because when I'm at the studio, I want to be able to do studio work, because I only have a certain amount of time at the studio until I have to pick Evie up from daycare. And then when I come home, we have family time, eat dinner, get Evie ready for bed, and the whole evening is gone pretty much, and then I have to do computer work. So it's been quite busy, but I finally have a little bit of breathing time. And I just want to mention, sorry, it's a little dark today, but hope that's okay. So I have been reading a couple things just here and there when I'm commuting. I've been reading Death on the Nile. I think I forgot to mention the title when I did the little video intro, but I've been reading Death on the Nile. Classic Agatha Christie. It is a little dated, obviously. There are some parts where I'm kind of confused because it's dated. I'm like not sure if it's like certain relationships. I'm like, is this a weird relationship or is this normal for this time? But yeah, it's kind of hard to describe unless there's like a mother and son character. There's like a bajillion characters in this thing, which is kind of difficult to keep up with, but it's doable. Like, I don't usually have a hard time with that unless they all talk the same, which they kind of do, but it's been okay. There are a ton of characters in here to keep track of, but there is this mother and son duo that just like weirds me out, and I can't tell if it's because of the times and like how they talk, or if it's like a weird relationship. I don't think it is, but anyways, it just reads kind of weird. And also he was like really fatphobic, and that was also weird, but also sign of the times kind of thing. So it's like, okay, it's reading super quickly, obviously, because it's just like Hercule Poirot mystery, like whodunit kind of thing. The mystery hasn't occurred yet, the crime hasn't occurred yet. It's just been a lot of background info about the characters, which I appreciate, because I feel like that's kind of the meat of these kinds of books, because once the crime happens, they're just going to be stuck on this boat and not much else happens other than the solving of the mystery. So it's been going. It's not like the greatest thing. I feel like, yeah, again, pretty dated. I still have not finished Wonder Engine. I'm trying really hard to finish it. It's, again, kind of not lagging, but what's the word? Like growing a bit stagnant. I just kind of want things to happen at this point. So I've been reading that. I've also been reading, I don't have it here right now, but I've also been reading Priory of the Orange Tree, and things I've been picking up on that one. But that's kind of like my, if I have time while hanging out with Evie kind of read. So it's kind of, I'm not sure where I put it. Actually, it might be in his room. So that's been picking up. But again, I'm reading that really slowly. Knit-wise, I did turn the heel of my sock, which is exciting for you knitters. It looks a bit wonky. let me see if I can. This is the Poet Socks by Sari Norland, and you can kind of see the heel just dangling here. I did the heel turn. I'm using this size US 2. I think I mentioned it before in my last July wrap up that I'm using the size 2 because it is a 60 stitch leg, and I'm usually like a 66, 68 even stitch sock person. So I used a size 2, and I think that was a good idea. It is a little loose on the heel, like, because it's not using a size 1. So like this bottom bit, I'm a little worried about it, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah, if I get holes, I'll just darn it. So yeah, it's working pretty well. This is on my Baker's Assistant colorway, which is one of my Ghibli colorways for season 2. I know a lot of people have been asking if there is going to be a pre-order available for season 2, and that'll be next year. I have stuff lined up for the end of the year this year already, so next year I'll be doing a full season 2 pre-order. Like, you can see all the colorways and everything. So this will be, I guess, like a little sample. But this is from Kiki's Delivery Service. Really like how this knits up. So I've been knitting on that on the train. And today, for my relaxing mama time, I'm going to try to finish the back. So I finished the front of Tim's summer top, and it looks kind of wonky, and it's really hard to hold because it is bottom up. So let me try. So this is the front, and there's like a bit of puckering because of the neck shaping that I had to do, like the type of neck shaping that he wanted. I did have to do some more rapid decreases, but I think it'll block out quite nicely. But I'm working on the back right now. It's a bit hard to see. So this is the front, working on the back. It's been going, so hopefully I get the back finished. And my goal this week was to do the back and the collar, but it's looking like it's already Thursday. Maybe I could do the collar, maybe, but we'll see. I think the busy bit of the week is kind of finally over, so hopefully I have a bit more time to just knit and relax. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna catch up on some YouTube. You know, I haven't been able to like chill out in a while, so I'm just gonna catch up on some YouTube videos, watch some knitting podcasts maybe, and knit, drink my coffee. And then I think we're gonna have some udon for lunch again too. Me and Tim both really love udon, so probably gonna go to a different udon restaurant for lunch today, but we'll see what we end up doing. But yeah, that's it. Sorry if this vlog is not really a vlog, but tomorrow I'm gonna have the day off actually, so that'll be fun. I worked really hard at the start of the week so that I could have a little bit of fun at the end of the week. So tomorrow's a day off, so I'll take you along. We're gonna go to Kyoto for our favorite flea market, so hopefully I get some footage of that. But yeah, I'll catch up with you later. forgot to film an outro, so here I am. So yesterday, oh no, 2 days ago, today is Sunday, so on Friday, Tim and I went to our favorite flea market in Kyoto. So we hung out there, had a little date day, which was really nice. Sorry, Evie. So Evie was at daycare then, but so we had a really nice time, had some good food, bought some stuff. I bought this top, some brand new top that I bought there. So yeah, let me just round up what I ended up finishing. So this week it ended up not being too, I don't want to say like it didn't end up being productive, because work-wise it ended up being productive, but extracurricular-wise I had very little time. So let me just talk about it really quickly. So I finished the Wonder Engine. It wasn't as good as I didn't like it as much as I liked the Clockwork Boys, which was the first book of the duology. This is the second book of the duology. It's by T. Kingfisher. I love T. Kingfisher's books, but this one, it was just kind of slow, like a bit drawn out. I kind of just wanted the story to move forward a little bit quicker after a certain point, and then I felt like it just kind of, everything happened all at once and then it ended. So I wish it was a bit more, the pacing was a little off, so that was unfortunate. But yeah, I just feel like it would have been really good. What I would have liked was if the first two books, or not the first two books, the two books of the duology were put together into one thick book. I'm not really sure like how many pages it actually, because I'm reading it as an ebook. I'm not really sure how thick these books are like in real life, like as a paperback or a hardcover, but I just feel like if they were put together and then like some of the slower bits, sorry, I'm kind of talking quietly, Abby's snapping right now, by the way. So if the slower bits were kind of cut out and just the pacing was just edited a little bit, I feel like I would have liked it a lot more. She has more books in this world, but I'm not really a big fan of it. I don't know why. I love T. Kingfisher's like standalone type of stuff, but I'm not a huge fan of this world for some reason, which is weird because a lot of people do enjoy this world. But yeah, I know there are other books in this universe, but I have tried them and I haven't been able to finish them. So maybe it's kind of like the second book is kind of veering into that territory. I don't know. And then I'm also in the middle of reading. I'm like pretty much halfway, yeah, into Death on the Nile. The murder has finally occurred. It took forever for the murder to happen, for the death on the Nile to happen. It's okay. It's not my favorite Agatha Christie. It's just really, usually I am not a huge, like, I understand that, like, there are parts in these kinds of older novels where it is very old-fashioned way of thinking, but there's just a lot of it in this one. I don't know what it is, but like maybe because it's set in Egypt, there's just a lot of like colonizer mentality, like these white people just going into Egypt, going on this vacation and like making fun of the people there. I don't know, like sometimes like it just like puts me off. And the person who died is like a really rich person, so I'm just like, it's not heart clenching. I'm not like devastated by this death, you know, like I'm just like, oh yeah, it sucks to have died on the Nile, but like, you know, I am interested in who or what happened, but I'm not into the whole atmosphere. Like the atmosphere is cool. I love like boats, like you're stuck on this boat and you can't leave they're stuck, they got to figure this out together. Like, that kind of thing is cool, but yeah, the characters are not my favorite, and so it's been okay. I feel like I've been hitting kind of a slump. Like, these two are just kind of not the best. I do want to finish it, obviously, because I want to know what happens, but it's not my favorite. I feel like the past few books that I've read were kind of duds, so I feel like I'm kind of veering into book slump territory or reading slump territory. So if you have a book where it's like your reading slump antidote, please let me know, because I probably need that soon. But knitting wise, I got a good amount of stuff done. So since I was out pretty much all day on Friday, and the train ride takes about an hour to get to Kyoto from where I live, so I was able to turn the heel and do the gusset decreases. So now I'm just kind of smooth sailing on the foot. So I'll talk more about it in my mid-month wrap-up, but I'm really enjoying how it's knitting up so far. I love how I was really worried about the variegation of the yarn affecting how these lacy bits are gonna look, but I really like how it's turning out. Looks kind of vintage. I love the vibe. So that's going well. And then I thought I was going to be able to finish the collar by the end of the last week, because today's Sunday, but I didn't end up finishing the collar. I did end up finishing the body, or not the body, but I guess like most of the top. I'm pretty much just need to knit up the collar and do the sleeves. So there is like this sleeve shaping here. It's pretty dramatic. It looks a bit more dramatic than it's supposed to be because it's kind of curled into itself. Yeah, the shoulders are definitely going to be wider than they look. It's just kind of curled in right now. But Tim wanted these fitted shoulders, so I'm gonna have to do like a sleeve cap and do like a short sleeve. Probably gonna do a fold over, not a fold over hem, but a fold over collar, just like a small, like a t-shirt collar type of thing for this part up here. I had him try it on and it fit really well. There's some puckering here because there's some really drastic decreases that I had to do because of the shape of the neckline, but I think it'll block out. We'll see. But yeah, so pretty much like 80% is done. I just have to figure out, I have to calculate the sleeve caps and all that business. So that is next step. So I'm gonna do the collar next. I like doing the collar before I do the sleeves just so that it's easier, or like when you try it on, it kind of fits, you know, like where it's supposed to sit on your body a bit more while you knit the sleeves. So I'm gonna do that next, and then the sleeves will come last. So yeah, that is what I had going this past week. I'm hoping that it's not as long as last vlog. I'm trying to like make these vlogs a little bit more succinct. But I think I had a bunch of b-roll in this one, so we'll see. But I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me for the week, and yeah, please let me know if you have any recommendations to get rid of / avoid a reading slump, because I really don't want a reading slump. I do have some audiobooks I want to listen to, but I just haven't. I know when I'm hitting a reading slump when I have audiobooks on my library, but I just like don't feel like it. I feel like that's kind of my red flag for reading slump wise. So if you do have any, just like, I don't know, maybe I should do a reread. I'm wondering if I should reread Howl's Moving Castle. I don't know, something easy, something fun, something light. Maybe, I'm not sure. If you have any recs, please let me know. But I'll see you in my next video, which I believe will be the mid-month check-in. So I'll see you then, and I'll talk more about my knits then. But thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you. Bye.